EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jones.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
21-yard line.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He may try and run for this. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Hardman on the return.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Set to kick off.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now they try the right side here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hardman to return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
10 at the 38-yard line.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship. Jones hit and the ball's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Niners' 44-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
35-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
Niners, nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The tackle made by Devin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 2nd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Broken tackle. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The middle.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to Juszczyk again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
49ers 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Down at the 11-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff looking right. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 31, Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nicole Hardman. 53 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the 49ers.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Taken down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Jackson got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 4 yards. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Jones.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Open man completes it to Butler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tillery on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Tonight's final score.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there. To go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound. And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles.